Good evening. So today, on behalf of Malaysian Crime Watch Task Force, we are here to reveal on drug syndicates, and I've brought together with me former rehabilitated drug pusher who has been arrested before under Dangerous Drugs Act, and he has been arrested under the drugs preventive law. We want everybody to know how these drug syndicates operates, what they do, what they are into, how serious the crime is, who are involved. See, I've always said that top cops are involved in crime. Crime, can it be street crime or serious crime? In other words, it can be a drugs crime related to the drugs. So this is a revelation by Malaysian Crime Watch Task Force, or my watch. We want to reveal to the Malaysians how these drug syndicates are happening, are going on in Malaysia. So, for example, now we are revealing on two or three states, bordering to three states, which is Melaka, Negeri Sembilan, and Pahang. So these syndicates operates in these three states. So they are playing in the border. So when they are operating in the Pahang border, when the police come, they will jump to the Melaka. Then they will jump to Negeri. So this is where they are playing their cards well.
Okay, so when you say that he's going to reveal information on narcotics and how they move around, how they move the drugs around, how they pay off the cops and all, these people that who are apparently or allegedly involved in this are top cops, and you're saying that they have or the person actually has proof that he has actually paid off cops before.
Precisely.
Okay. So kamu pernah beroperasi dalam sindiket dadah, ya?
Ya, pernah.
Betul ya. So sebelum anda dipenjarakan, berapa lama anda beroperasi dalam sindiket dadah tersebut?
Saya beroperasi dalam 3 tahun.
3 tahun. So selepas anda dipenjarakan, memang you dah tak ada dengan ataupun tak beroperasi lagi lah dengan sindiket tersebut.
Memang saya dah buat, tapi pada masa sekarang susah berhenti ya, tak ada buat lagi.
Sekarang dah berhenti.
Ya.
Okay, so bila anda beroperasi, bagaimana anda menjalankan operasi tersebut, ataupun dari mana anda dapat stok dadah tersebut, dan ke mana anda akan menjualkan dadah tersebut, stok tersebut?
Saya dapat daripada Colombo.
Dapat semua daripada Colombo.
Dia orang
jual di
masa saya ambil, dia orang semua sosial lah. Macam saya ambil saja, saya terus niaga lah.
Okay, so biasanya operasi sekali you ambil transaksi ni, berapa jumlah dadah yang anda akan ambil, ataupun berapakah amount dalam ringgit Malaysia?
Dalam 7,000, 8,000.
Dan anda akan
Jual dapat untung 2 kali ganda. Macam saya ambil 8,000, dapat 16,000 lah.
16,000. Okay. So anda kata anda pernah membayar ataupun memberi rasuah kepada pihak polis
Ada.
untuk lepas daripada tangkapan, ataupun untuk menolong anda menyebarkan dadah tersebut?
Untuk menolong niaga.
Untuk tolong jual.
Tolong niaga. Macam katakan kalau ada operasi, dia bagi tahu saya lah.
Okay. So,
Masa tu saya terniaga, saya tutup.
okay. So dia orang ada tolong jual sekali?
Tak.
Dia tak tolong jual lah, just information sajalah.
Information.
Okay. So polis-polis yang dengan yang ada kontak dengan daripada mana?
IPK Melaka ada, Seremban pun ada. Tengok kawasan mana kita niaga. Macam katakan saya buat dekat Melaka, saya ada kontak dekat Melaka. Macam saya buat dekat Seremban, saya ada kontak dekat Seremban lah.
Dan pangkat-pangkat polis yang terbabit biasanya?
Tuan pun ada.
Pangkat di ASP ke DSP ke?
Ada. Macam katakan 1 bulan, katakan IPK Melaka, 1 bulan dia makan lebih kurang 30,000.
Sebulan 30,000?
30,000. Kalau katakan Seremban, dalam 50,000.
So So sebulan 30,000, 50,000. So sebulan bisnes dadah ni berapa untung untuk sebulan kata?
Bukan sesuatu orang saya buat. Saya main kawan-kawan ada lagi.
Okay, so
macam kita orang buat daerah ni, kita pecah. Macam 2 bulan 3 bulan saya buat Melaka. Lepas tu saya pindah pergi Seremban. Kawan Seremban pindah datang Melaka.
Berapa orang beroperasi dalam syndicate ni?
Dalam 10 orang.
10.
Boleh ceritakan sedikit lah kronologi macam mana nak berjumpa polis tu ke, melalui telefon ke, ataupun pembayaran buat macam mana?
Pembayaran ni kita buat nombor akaun lah, pihak ketiga. Dia tak bagi direct dia nombor akaun. Ada macam duit banyak, dia tak angkat dia punya tangan, dia angkat akaun lah. Macam katakan macam ni kita bagi wang pun tiap minggu ke mesti dia telefon mau pinjam 100, 300. Kita masa macam tu pun kita mesti jumpa direct lah. Tengok kedai makan tak ada orang ramai mana, kita pergi jumpa lah.
Orang ketiga akaun orang ketiga tu akaun siapa? Orang Malaysia ke, orang luar negara ke?
Orang Malaysia juga, tapi kita pun tak pastilah.
Tak pasti. Tapi akaun tu siapa bagi? Dia polis tu bagi.
Polis bagi. Nama perempuan ke, mana kita tahu siapa.
So 50,000 ni kalau kamu bayar pada, let's say kamu katakan kamu bayar IPK Seremban ke IPK Negeri Sembilan?
IPK Negeri Sembilan.
IPK Negeri Sembilan. Kamu bayar pada satu orang ke bayar pada satu grup?
Satu orang.
Satu orang. Selain daripada 50,000 ni, kamu ada bayar pada siapa lagi tak?
Ada sarjan. Macam kan katakan satu kumpulan. Macam kan satu cawangan narkotik, ada bos, bawah dia, lagi bawah dia sarjan. Sarjan yang buat tu grup. Bawah sarjan mesti ada 10 orang, 20 orang. Dia mesti ada 2 grup, 3 grup. Macam satu grup ada yang cari satu sarjan. Kita pergi sarjan lah. Pasal sarjan yang mengarahkan. Sarjan yang mengarahkan, okey, kali ni kita pergi pukul ni tempat, operasi ni tempat. Sarjan yang tahu.
So 50,000 ni kamu bayar untuk satu grup. Ada tak orang persorangan siapa-siapa kamu bayar?
Ada satu orang dekat IPK. Satu hari saya dapat 1,000. Satu hari dia dapat 1,000.
Pangkat besar, pangkat tinggi lah.
Dia anggota ke tuan?
Tuan.
Pegawai lah. Satu hari 1,000, maksudnya 30 hari 30,000.
30,000.
So 30,000 ni kamu bayar pada dia, apa asas dia? Kenapa kamu perlu bayar dia seorang saja?
Pasal dia yang buat file. Ada dia fikir.
So walaupun anda dah tak beroperasi dalam syndicate tersebut, adakah syndicate tersebut masih beroperasi sekarang tanpa ada?
Masih
beroperasi.
banyak. Pada masa sekarang lagi banyak.
Katakan grup kamu 10 orang. 10 orang ni meniaga satu bulan ni, berapa untung kamu boleh dapat? 10 orang satu grup, dalam satu grup tu semua sekali lah, berapa untung?
Tak boleh kira banyak. Untung banyak.
Satu orang tu untung boleh berapa?
Macam satu
Lebih
orang
100,000 ke bawah 100?
Lebih.
Sebulan lebih daripada 100,000.
Sebulan lebih.
So with this revelation, Mr. Sanjibat, what do you think the police next plan of action should be? What should they do about this, since they are being highlighted as being corrupt and allowing this to go on?
See, first and foremost, the police shouldn't be taking action only when there is a revelation. They should be taking action all the while. See, if they are active enough or efficient enough to take action against all these syndicates, we won't have this problem, drugs, and we see, of course, I hear information from whistleblowers where we have a lot of shootout cases because of drugs, because of misunderstanding, because of money matters, so when they don't adhere to certain things, they are being shot to kill, so I think the police, it's high time for the Director of Narcotics, Federal Director of Narcotics, to Rashid, to act seriously on all these syndicates and ensure. See, sometimes when certain officers they are too long in a certain position or in a certain area, they are very conducive. They are very comfortable, so they know the entire syndicate, how they operate, and they know the entire racket, how they operate and all this. So they befriend them. Instead of arresting them, they befriend them. And so there starts the collaboration between the cops and the syndicate. So they start paying them monthly. So we know now how it operates. They don't take money into their account, so they use a third person. So obviously the third person we can't detect. It can be anyone. It can be Malaysian, can be foreigners, can be anyone. And they are dealing with liquid cash, which is very difficult to detect. Liquid cash, they can be carrying $100,000 in their car, or they might be buried somewhere in their house. Who God knows. And yeah, I feel it's high time for them to take serious action on all these syndicates.
Do you think MACC or EAIC should get involved immediately and come up with something to stop this, since you're talking about corruption?
Corruption, well, MACC, I feel MACC should come forward, but how many people who have paid them would want to come forward? That's another question. See, MACC, they can't move without sufficient evidence, of course. And as far as we can understand the chronology now, they operate without a trail. There's no trails left behind. There's no evidence left behind. So it's quite difficult to go after them. So it's police. It's high time for the police to police themselves. And I've always said IPCMC is very important. IPCMC must come. The government must be serious enough to establish IPCMC. Well, in recent weeks we have been talking about custodial debts. Not only custodial debts. IPCMC can be any misconduct of police. Anything. And police should be very serious enough to take action against them. See, last 2 months back, if I'm not wrong, for last 2 months, I think there's a case where a cop's house in Sumban was shot at. More than 10 shots, random shots. They shot the house just because the cop arrested someone from the drug syndicate. Until now, there's been no arrest. There's been no arrest. So the cops themselves, they are not safe. Even the cops, if the criminals, the drug syndicate, they can go and shoot a policeman's house. So imagine how daring they are.
Dan bagaimana anda ditangkap ataupun dipenjarakan kalau anda membayar pihak polis untuk menolong atau membantu anda menjalankan sindiket tersebut?
Memang pihak polis baik dengan saya. Cukup masa terpaksa lah dia tangkap saya. Dia pun main dengan saya juga. Makan cukup sampai cukup dia tahan saya lah. Dia pun orang jaga demi nama.
So ini sering berlaku lah dalam sindiket semua. Apabila anda ditangkap, berapa banyak dadah di dalam tangan anda?
Masa tangkap saya tak ada barang. Dia tukar kari dekat mahkamah.
Sorry?
Tukar kari dekat mahkamah.
Okay.
Macam kita pergi kes lain mahkamah. So habis masa keluar pintu, dia orang terus tukar karinya. Tak boleh buat apa, dia tak boleh lari, tak boleh buat apa.
So bila anda ditahan, dia memang masuk dipenjarakan sebab kes dadah lah, walaupun anda ditangkap untuk hal lain.
Tak, memang kes dadah.
Memang. Sekarang anda buat apa sekarang?
Sekarang saya buat
kerja ke atau
bisnes lah, bisnes.
buat bisnes sendiri? Okay. So memang daripada duit yang anda dapat daripada menjual dadah ni lah.
Yalah. Semua dah habis lah.
Silakan.
Silakan.
Okay. Ataupun pihak polis tak ada kacau juga apa-apa selepas anda keluar daripada penjara? Ada kontak lagi ke?
Ada orang cari, panggil buat balik.
Polis sendiri panggil buat balik?
Panggil buat balik, saya jaga. Datang jumpa saya lah, saya ajar macam mana cara mau buat. Kali ni saya ajar cara lain. Ada.
Nak tambah apa lah? Tak ada. Bukan selalu dia jumpa tau. So fikir.
Lagi satu hari ni kita main negara, separuh kena tembak mati, semua pasal kes dadah. Macam katakan Seremban, katakan Senawang. Saya duduk main kawasan. Katakan grup lain datang niaga, saya pun niaga. Katakan saya main niaga, okey. Dia main niaga tak boleh okey. Dia orang tunggu masa tengok siapa bos, siapa main grup. Cukup masa dia orang tembak mati lah. Dia orang cari siapa bos. Okey, macam saya bos, saya kena tembak mati, habis lah. Saya main kawan-kawan, saya main budak-budak, mati lah. Tak boleh mau cari makan lagi. Habis dia orang masuk.
Dan polis membantu mereka lah.
Mesti ada. Sampai sekarang kena tembak mati, siapa kena tangkap? Siapa pun tak pernah nak tangkap.
See, I want to. There is a massive problem or massive breakdown in our police system. For example, you take a district, big district, where the OCPD is ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police. The KBSJD or the Chief CID, Chief of Crime, will be at least a DSP, Deputy Superintendent. But when it comes to narcotic, the Chief of Narcotic, he'll be a ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police. There is no balance. But the both departments are equally vital, are equally crucial for the country because they contribute massive crimes. On the other hand, the CID side, they will have a DSP as the KBSJD, Chief of CID. They will have SIO, Senior Investigating Officer, with the rank of ASP, and they have IOs. IO easily about minimum 5 IO who are level of inspectors. When you come to narcotic, they have a ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police, as the Chief of Narcotic. They don't have a SIO, they only have a IO. Number of maybe 4 to 5 investigating officers. So there is no balance in these two departments. So they are short of manpower. They are short of manpower. So that's for them to do any special operation. They don't have manpower to do it. They don't have the capacity to do it. I'm not doubting the intelligence of our police force. They have proven in many years before this, they have proven that they are very good intelligence. They are, their capacity is so good. They can arrest. They can, they can go after criminals. Yeah, but now we have a lot of criminals within the force. That is the issue now. That is the issue now. I have said last week that my watch will reveal on drugs. I've given 1 week of time. I've given the police 1 week to come clean and reveal the statistics of their policemen involved in drugs. Policemen who has been detained, arrested, or been dismissed from the force for drugs offences from 2010 to 2013. But almost a week will pass. Police has not yet revealed anything. They have not yet rebutted anything. So I think next week my watch we're going to come out. I have a set of evidence that I want to reveal it to the public, which contains evidence police are involved in drugs. Policemen are being charged, being involved in drugs. So our next step will be that we're going to reveal more on police who are involved in drugs. So when police doesn't come clean and admit themselves they are involved in all this, I think it's high time for us, for my watch, as a crime watchdog, to come and police them.
Semasa anda beroperasi dengan sindiket dadah tersebut, adakah pernah Cik menjual dadah kepada pihak polis sendiri?
Kita tak jual. Dia minta kita bagi percuma lah. Terpaksa bagi.
So memang ada anggota polis yang menggunakan dadah juga?
Banyak, bukan banyak orang. Banyak anggota polis isap sabu.
So biasanya mereka minta saja
Minta saja kita bagi.
dan anda tak ada apa-apa
Tak ada.
Gunakan bayaran tak ada.
Tak ada.
adakah itu digunakan sebagai bayaran?
Tak ada.
Duit pun nak, dadah pun nak.
Nah. Katakan macam malam minggu dia orang mau pergi, kita orang pergi belanja disco, pergi pub, semua kita keluar duit sendiri. Itu semua tak kira. Wang bulanan tak kira. Macam katakan dia nak pergi kursus, nak pergi mana-mana, macam cuti sekolah bawa family keluar ke apa, kita nak bagi wang belanja. Itu semua tak termasuk bulanannya. Lagi nak beli handphone canggih bagi dia, kasut. Macam katakan dia main peraya sampai mau bagi raya angpau, mau bagi lain, itu semua tak termasuk bulanan ni.
So ni duit ni kamu bayar pada anggota polis, pegawai dan pegawai polis ke anggota ke pegawai?
Anggota pun ada, pegawai pun ada.
Pegawai pangkat inspektor ke, ASP ke, DSP ke?
Inspektor ada, ASP pun ada.
So pegawai dengan anggota ni biasa dia daripada daerah ke, polis daerah ke daripada IPK?
Daerah pun ada, IPK pun ada.
Okay, IPK mana? Kamu kata kamu beroperasi dulu di Melaka dan Negeri Sembilan. Pahang?
Pahang ada tapi Pahang kurang.
So IPK Melaka dengan IPK Negeri Sembilan kamu bayar?
Ada bayar.
So antara IPK Melaka dengan IPK Negeri Sembilan, yang mana satu kamu banyak habis duit? Bayar paling banyak?
IPK Seremban.
IPK Negeri Sembilan.
Tadi anda katakan dekat 50,000 sebulan kan?
See, another thing that I feel I believe there's a breakdown in the system is police, when they raid a house or raid a place for drugs, of course they will arrest the people, arrest the drug inside. So they have everything, as evidence, as exhibits. They use it against them in the court to charge them. Okay, that's one scenario. Scenario number two, according to information from a whistleblower, when they raid a place and they found there's drugs inside and no one inside, they have nobody to charge. They have no one to prosecute. So where these drugs goes, according to the law, they should get a disposal order from the court and dispose those drugs. But how many such disposal has been made in 2011, 2012 and 2013? So I think public should know. I think the narcotics Bukit Aman, they should reveal how many such a raid, where there's a raid without anybody being arrested, but they found drugs and those drugs has been disposed in the presence of a magistrate or judge with the disposal order from the court. So we want to know where these drugs goes. So based on the information we have gained, according to our whistleblower, who is another cop, our whistleblower is a cop, those drugs disappears